Hello everyone. How are you guys? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are excited for the weekend. What are you guys gonna do this weekend? Hello Matthew. Hello Rollin. Hello Fantasy Weirdo. I apologize for being a few minutes late. I got wrapped up in doing things, doing projects, and I forgot that I had a stream for a little bit, and then I click on my YouTube channel and I see the stream and I'm like, oh shit! It's my brother's birthday. Oh my god, happy birthday to Fantasy Weirdo's brother! Happy birthday to Fantasy Weirdo's brother! Happy birthday! It's okay, I appreciate your forgiveness. Yeah, I was also dizzy this morning, and so I was like, there's no way in hell that I'm gonna be able to dance when I'm dizzy. So now I'm wrapped up in a blanket. I am all cozy, comfy. Hello, ball shaver. That's a name. Is this your first time here? I don't remember seeing a name like Ball Shaver before. You're welcome, but you know. Hello, you. How are you? I just woke up from sleep. Oh my god. Oh my god. I will be honest. So, that podcast of mine, you know, Idle Talk, the one that happens every Sunday morning so we can have breakfast together. I made it so that I would fix my sleep schedule. I still haven't fixed my sleep schedule. I am nocturnal right now. I woke up at like 5 p.m. So I'm hoping to fix it tonight. I'm hoping I can go to bed early tonight because I am dizzy. And then on Saturday, I'll wake up in the morning. And then on Sunday, I will also wake up in the morning. I found you from Relly playing Minecraft. Oh, yeah, that was my Minecraft server. Oh my god, Relly is amazing. I love her so much. I like mangoes. I really do like mangoes. mangoes and you know what I've been craving recently? I really want a papaya. It's been so long since I've had papaya. Back when I was a kid, they used to make these, like, you know how there are, like, Dole fruit cups? I'm speaking to the Americans right now. Outside of America, you probably don't know what these are. But in America, there are these, like, Dole fruit cups. They can be, like, mandarin oranges or pineapple or something. But they used to make them with papaya and mango. And I had the craving for it the other day. And I have been in pain ever since because I have not found a papaya to consume. I'm gonna get food with my brother in like an hour or two to celebrate his birthday. Yippee! What did you guys have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner today? I would assume if you're in my time zone, you might be eating dinner now. Oh my god, how many of you guys watch my streams while you eat? That's an interesting question. How many of you guys eat while watching my streams? What does papaya taste like? Oh god, it's very sweet. It's a little more acidic than mango is. It's not like purely sweet. It has kind of a fresher taste. But it is juicy and sweet and wonderful, and it tastes like papaya. I have pizza. That's fair. I used to watch your 7 p.m. streams during dinner like every week because they happened the second I got back from art class. Oh my god. How many of you guys make me your mealtime, Twig? Oh my god, that's very silly. That's very silly. Meanwhile, I have to like eat before I stream. I normally like I eat my dinners at like a crisp 5:30 to 6:30 nowadays. Like, I eat an early dinner now. And then I might have, like, a snack after stream, but normally it's something very light because my stomach is sensitive. My stomach is sensitive. Bacon? I haven't had bacon in a while because, obviously, I don't eat meat. But, like, I remember when I did eat meat, I didn't really like bacon because it gave me a headache. Bacon and hot dogs both give me headaches. It's really bad. Like, not even just consuming them. If someone's cooking them around me, I can get a headache from it. Twig does not happen during meal. The meal just so happens to be when Twig is realist. What is that sentence? Twig does not happen during meal. The meal just so happens to happen during Twig. I see. I don't know. I like the thought of keeping people company when they eat. I guess that's why mukbangers exist. I've been watching a lot of Korean cooking shows recently on YouTube. That's been my like weird deep dive rabbit hole is there's like Korean TV shows where chefs will go head to head in like 15-minute cooking battles. There are also Korean TV shows where they literally just like follow these people around and like watch what they eat basically. They're really entertaining. I don't know what they put in those shows, but they are incredibly entertaining, and I cannot stop consuming them. The worst part is, like, a lot of the times, there's a bunch of, like, K-pop celebrities and stuff in these shows. I have no clue who they are. Like, maybe a couple of people from Twice, and that's about it. Food Network stalking? No, it's not Food Network. It's like a Korean broadcast station that does these shows. I forget what it's called. I'm sure if I go to my YouTube homepage, I can get a couple of examples for you. Let's see. What are the Korean weird food shows that Twig has been watching? Well, first of all, Stephanie Sue popped up. If you've never seen a Stephanie Sue video, she's really cool. Come on, YouTube, come on. Please, YouTube. Please. Where the fuck I swear to God I was watching these shows and now they just are like, oh, well, you don't get to see them. You only get to see them when it's like 12. Okay, KBS World TV is an example of one of the stations that has that. Like, literal TV shows on YouTube is what I'm watching. It's not like Korean YouTube channels, it is TV shows. It's so funny. It is very funny. I find it funny, at least. But yeah, what have you guys been up to? What have you guys been watching? Oh, goodness. I gotta take a shower after this stream. I got all sweaty this before stream because I was dancing. I was dancing and then I was like warming up and then I was like, oh, that is dizziness. Genshin dropped like 5 different Nod Cry trailers yesterday. It looks so cool. What? All I know about Nod Cry is that everyone is hot. Like, they sat down and they were like, okay, how can we make this region full of hot people? And then they filled the region full of hot people. I'm good at making a house in Minecraft. I'm happy for you. But yeah, I will not go back to Genshin. Don't get your hopes up, but I have seen the people in Not Cry. I'm learning Chinese. Ooh. You know, it's really bad because sometimes I'm tempted to start learning languages just to be able to get their recipes. I will be accepting recipes for the end of time. Until the end of time. It's crazy. I love cooking so much that, like, it is one of the only motivators of me being able to learn a language. Do you know how I learned the amount of Japanese that I know? It was from covering Japanese songs, but also trying to find Japanese recipes on the internet. Like, I would watch Japanese cooking shows and Japanese cooking YouTube channels. And that's how I learned Japanese. And talking to people and stealing recipes from their mothers. Like, I only know a bit of Spanish and Japanese, but I mostly speak English. I don't know enough. I can't read Japanese. That's my problem. I can listen to Japanese and listen to a Japanese recipe and be like, okay, they're probably talking about this. But yeah. Call of Duty. I've never played Call of Duty. I don't like shooters. Learning Italian just to talk to Nonas. Oh, fun fact, I was almost Italian. That's crazy. My mom was like, oh yeah, Twig, didn't you know I was engaged to an Italian man one time? And I was like, what? I was almost Italian? Hello? I could have had so much of a better life if I was born in Italy. What the fuck? It's okay, though. It's okay. But yeah, my mom speaks Fritalian. She speaks French and Italian, but because she, like, learned them at the same time, they're both, like, very fluid for her. But they fade into one another, which is really funny to watch. Those silly little Latin languages. It was really interesting, though, because, like, during the Brazilian Olympics, I was learning French. And, it was my first, encounter with Latin languages and how they're kind of interchangeable. And how, like, people can understand different types of things from these languages, right? And so, I was sitting there and they're speaking Portuguese and I'm learning French at the time and I'm recognizing words and piecing them together and I'm like, why do I understand Portuguese? Latin languages are so interesting because of that. Like, Romance languages, let's go. Yeah, it's really interesting. I had an ex who spoke Spanish, so I was trying to speak Spanish, but Spanish is like my mortal enemy. I can't comprehend it. It's really bad. I commend all Spanish speakers. I know that there are a lot of people in the world where Spanish is integral to their lifestyle, and it is a very handy language to know, but I am very bad at it. I had a friend once that speaks Portuguese. Yeah, Portuguese is a really cool language. Imagine how I feel knowing German and English being Germanic, or even worse, Dutch. Oh my god, I had a Dutch friend once, and that's a funky little language, that one. You know what's really interesting? Norwegian as a language. Because it's like, it's kind of similar to Dutch, but not really. It bugs me because what do you mean this random object has different gender in Spanish? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, the gendered things with Spanish, and also French has the same system, really fucks me up. It's hard to comprehend. At least in French, like, in French, I picked it up pretty quickly. The only problem was I don't know how to pronounce things. And I've also lost a lot of my French nowadays. Why are we censoring French now? What? Oh, because French people don't have rights. French people don't have rights. What do you mean, French people? I heard Portuguese is like Spanish if Spanish and French had a child. Yeah, that's how I would describe it too. It's very interesting. But like geographically, it also makes sense. Portugal is like right there with France and Spain, so you know, it's it makes sense. Yeah, my French class was interesting. I took 3 years of French, and nowadays I can't speak French. It's very silly. I think my second language is literally, at this point, it would be probably Japanese, because it is my best language, despite not being able to read it, which is saying something about how bad my French is. It was cool though, like on my New York trip, when I was up there, I was still learning. And there was like a French couple who were panicking in a building that were like, where is the bathroom? She really needs to pee. And I helped them. I was able to help them. I was able to be like, the restroom is this way, and like explain to them why it was weird, because some of the buildings in New York are weird elevator situations. Why is New York the way that New York is? Why are the elevators the way that they are? Hello, Vortex Gaming. Hello. Hi. Yeah, it's crazy. Man. I should go back to New York, though. Are you talking about the subway system? No, we were just in a really weird building where, like, the different bathrooms were, like, on different levels and things like that. So it was a little bit confusing, and the elevator person didn't speak French, and the people didn't speak English. So it's... I actually haven't taken the New York subway. I think I should be glad about it, though, because the amount of shit that I see online from the New York subway just alone, you don't even have to be on the streets. Just the amount of weird shit is, wow. I'm so Brazilian, I thought I was having a stroke because I couldn't quite understand someone. Turns out they were speaking French! That is kind of the experience, though, because, like, Yeah, when I was listening to Portuguese and I spoke French, I was like, I know some of these words. I know enough to kind of know what they're saying. I didn't see anything that bad for like a month. No, sorry, it's been 4 days. It's like every time you get on the subway, it's like, it's a 70% chance that something won't happen, but oh boy, that what, like 30% when it does happen. Depends on what train you take. Oh my god, are there like stereotypes for each like train line in New York, Rollin? If I ever go to New York, I'm going to need a guide because last time I was kind of on like a tour type of situation. Like there was a vacation company or something that my group was with, and I didn't have to do anything. I will say, I've navigated DC pretty well. DC is pretty good. I've solo traveled to a few different places. I will say the train to DC, one of the weirdest experiences you can take, because at the time I was in like I think I was in Georgia going up to DC. And so I decided to take the Amtrak because, you know, that's one of those easy like overnight you can just sleep. But I got on this Amtrak, right? And for some reason, Southern Amtraks are so different from Northern ones. Can I just go on a rant about this real quick? So for those of you who are not American, Amtrak is the long distance train system. It is like, it's slower than going on the highway, but you don't have to take your car. So it's pretty interesting, and it's more comfortable than a plane. I despise Amtrak. I actually really like Amtrak personally. But I will say Southern Amtraks are such an experience because there's like no one on them. No one in the South apparently uses Amtrak to do anything. I think everyone just drives everywhere. So no one's on it, but the people who are on Amtrak in the South are characters. One time there was someone on this Amtrak who was on like in like the most stereotypical pimp getup that I could possibly see. Like the hat, the cane, the fucking purple suit, everything. The most stereotypical pimp man that I have ever seen in my life. Another time I go on and there's just like oh my god, is it an Amtrak better than a road trip? In my opinion, it is, because I don't like driving and I don't like sitting in a car for super long distances. In an Amtrak, you can stand up, and I really enjoy being able to stand. And being able to stand is invaluable to me. You also have a bathroom on the train. It's also very good. I hope every Amtrak higher up has at least 2 fake sneezes a week. Yeah, okay. So that's the Southern Amtraks. The Northern Amtraks are crazy. They're insane. Everyone uses Amtrak in the North. Every single person, it's in like the entire city is on this goddamn train. Everyone has assigned seats. You know what they don't do in the South? Assigned seats. So you know what the weird experience going from Georgia to DC is like? When you hit Virginia, right? They're like, okay, time to make sure everyone's in their assigned seats so that when people pass in Virginia come onto the train, they're not confused because their ticket doesn't say like a random ass seat that someone else is already settled into. So there's like this whole huge thing in Virginia where they will like physically swap out their tickets and shit like that. And they'll try and like accommodate the people who are already settled in, but sometimes they'll have to like change seats and stuff. It's really interesting. The Amtrak train I was on was 40 minutes late and had a broken piece and a track needed fixing. That's crazy. I've never been on an Amtrak that was late. I've only been on Amtraks that were a little bit early. Maybe I've just had really good luck. Vibe shift at the Mason-Dixon line. Literally, that's what happens. Because like the southern people, the southern Amtrak engineers, right? The southern like Amtrak servers and stuff like that, they're so chill. Like, they'll turn off the lights or whatever, but they're not like, oh, the train car has to be silent and you can't go walking down the aisle to this other car and blah, blah, blah. They very much are like, oh, do whatever. Like, it's nighttime. Not a lot of people are on the train to begin with. So, yeah. But once you cross the Mason-Dixon line, they're like, very intent on getting everyone to be respectful of everyone else's sleep, which is really nice, actually, because it means that you're not gonna have situations like in the South where they're like loudly having a conversation at like 3 in the morning. Cross the Virginia border and get isekai. Literally, when you are taking an Amtrak in the North, it feels like you're on a school bus, like on a school trip. It's just that level of authority from the staff. In the South, they're like, yeah, whatever. We're not paid enough. And the South on the Amtrak at night feels like a Waffle House. It feels like a very empty Waffle House. That's the best thing I can describe it as. It's a very empty Waffle House. Sometimes you'll see fights break out as well. I've seen more fights break out on the northern ones, though, personally. I think the southern one is just very chill. But yeah, it's funny how there's a cultural divide there. The moment you go from south to north, it's cultural differences. It's so funny. It's very funny. That being said, more people should take the Amtrak. Absolutely. You know what will happen if more people will take the Amtrak? Less shit will happen. Because they will be better funded. Y'all had fights, I wish. I was bored out of my mind. Yeah, no, I've seen a couple of fights on Amtrak. I've also, apparently, one of my friends got, like, a sleeper car once because they were taking, like, a really long trip. And during the night, like, there was a dude fighting with the staff just, like, in the middle of the night outside of their door. And so they didn't even get sleep when they booked a whole sleeper car. But yeah, you can book like a sleeper little booth and you get like your own private room. It sleeps like 2 people. It's actually really cool. One day I want to be able to go on the California Zephyr. Could you imagine me VTubing from the California Zephyr? That's a train that goes from like, I think it goes from like Philly to California. Just pure east to west coast. It would be so funny if I could VTube while doing that. Train update. We're still on the train. We didn't have to book any tickets. You could just sit anywhere except business class. That's crazy. That is not my experience whenever I'm getting on to an Amtrak in the north. Whenever I'm getting on to maybe it's because I do the overnight ones. Because the overnight ones get really, really, really full because everyone wants to sleep on the train, right? So I just end up with maybe the people I've had, maybe the trains I've gotten have just been really packed. Because I mostly Amtrak out of Union Station in DC. Like, that's normally kind of my hub, and that is a huge station for Amtrak. It is like multiple platforms at multiple times, like different levels. The waiting room nearly looks like an airport. Nearly. It's not quite as like, oh, this is huge and there are so many different like I did not realize there was more than one Union Station. Oh yeah, Union Station in DC, I believe. I believe it's called Union Station. DC. Union Station. Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck? I just saw something in the news that was crazy. But yeah. Union Station in DC. It's actually a very nice train station. I like that Union Station. I've been to both Union Stations, and I wager to bet that Union Station in DC is better. Personally. Going through the middle of the country, welp, there's still corn! Well, that's the really cool thing about the California Zephyr. It doesn't go through the cornfields. It goes through, like, all of the scenic, like, mountains and shit like that, so you actually get to see a lot of the nature of America, which I find that's really cool. That's really cool. That's why I like taking Amtrak instead of driving, because you see a lot of the residential and, like, older parts of towns, because Amtrak was, the infrastructure built for it was built, like, a long time ago. So a lot of the times the tracks go through like different places that you would never see on a road trip. And I find it so cool. I find it so cool, man. You'll be seeing a lot of trees on an Amtrak as opposed to like really big highways. I want to travel like it's Harry Potter, and Amtrak gives me that experience, man. They don't come down with the silly little snack cart, though. You gotta go to the dining thing. Which, mind you, the Amtrak food, not the worst. It could be better. It could be better. It gives the same, like, caliber as, like, school cafeteria food, personally. Wow, I really just spent the majority of this stream ranting about trains. Also, hello, Gumi! Hi! How's your workday going? Happy Friday. I don't know if Fridays are Fridays for you, but is there a cross-continental Amtrak? Is that... I forgot what cross-continental means. Across the continent? So, like, west coast to east coast? Cross-continental. Amtrak. Yes! There are multiple... Okay. Amtrak website. I'm gonna do free PR to them because I love them. Their cross-country train trips are long distances, okay? You can do the Route 66 by rail, which is really interesting. You can do Toronto to Vancouver. You can do Vancouver to Toronto. You can do East Coast to West Coast. From DC to Chicago to Seattle to San Francisco. You can do the Ultimate Canada Coast to Coast, which goes from Halifax to Quebec to Montreal to Niagara Falls, to Toronto to Jasper, Banff, Vancouver. Then you have the Northern Rail experience with the Rocky Mountain National Park. That goes from Seattle to San Fran to Denver to Chicago. While you're there, how much is it? So most of them range around like 1 to 2K. There's USA and Canada Rail Experience round trip from Chicago. That goes New York to Chicago to Seattle to Vancouver to Toronto. What? Yeah. It's around $1,000 to $2,000. Flying is cheaper? Yeah. And also shorter. But a lot of these are kind of... They'll be like multiple days. I hope you know that. Like, a lot of these are like 15 days, 16 days, 12 days, 17 days. Like, this is a vacation. 14 days. This is a vacation, basically. But I really want to do it one day. I feel like it would be really cool. This is for people who fear flying? No. It is like a vacation experience, essentially. There's an all-American one. That's funny. There's New York to Chicago to Denver to San Fran. That's 12 days, $2,000, but it goes through, like, the most majestic landscapes that you could possibly see in America. The fact it's not, like, Route 123, but the Northern Rail experience, yeah. They got whimsy, yeah, like, this is great American majestic landscapes. There's one that's called the All-American, and it goes from Chicago to New York to New Orleans to San Fran. Oh, to Denver to Chicago. That's crazy. So you go, like, all down the East Coast, back up to Denver, to Chicago, and then California. It's crazy. They better give me Chocolate Frog if I'm giving them 2K! Yeah, what do they give me? For 12 days, 5 destinations. Trip itinerary. Your journey begins in New York City. You overnight to Chicago. You spend 2 days in Chicago. You overnight to Denver. Then you go to Rocky Mountain National Park. Then you overnight to San Fran. Then you go to the Napa Valley. And your journey ends in San Fran. It's a one-way ticket in coach. That's crazy. But it also has 8-night hotel accommodations and 3 nights on Amtrak and 1 meal. 1 meal at dinner a day is included as well. So yeah, you get a coach room, 8 nights of hotels. Oh, this is a type of package. Yeah, I was just thinking this is just transportation. No, they take care of you. These are like vacations. If you wanted to just do, like, yes. Let's do, God, I need to go back to the regular Amtrak website. Because there's a separate website for vacations, and then there's, like, the normal one. So if you just wanted to go from California, let's see, California, Vizsla, California, sure, to, Union Station, DC. Let's see. Okay. Depart date. Return date a month later. Sure. Find trains. This trip can't be booked. We don't have any travel options between the stations entered. That's crazy. So you would probably need to, like, do something interesting. I used to take Amtrak to go to and from college during breaks. That's really cool. I just wanted to know if it's cheaper going air or ground. Let's go from, like, LA. It's La Quinta, LA, sure. Yeah, no. I feel like you would have to do it in very specific locations. Like, you would have to find the specific thing that connects. Twig is very focused on trains, but hi, Arthur! Sorry, guys, I got too focused on trains. I was thinking 1 meal for the whole trip. No. 1 meal a day. So, if you consider, right, 8 nights hotel, multiple nights on the Amtrak, 1 meal a day, like, that's... And you're going across the country, 2K isn't bad. Hey chat, does chat work for Twig? Chat does not work for Twig. They pay taxes. They're citizens. They're free to and encouraged to engage in tax evasion, but they pay taxes. I used to take Amtrak to and from college. I cannot read. LA to New York? I'm not sure. Try Union Station LA? Okay. Let's try LA to New York. Amtrak. That's the vacations website. I need the regular website. Amtrak. Amtrak. My beloved. They also have a really handy app. Can I get an Amtrak sponsorship? This stream is not sponsored by Amtrak, by the way. Union Station. Let's see. Chicago, Texas, Kentucky. Okay, LA. And then Union Station, New York? Probably. Where is the New York one? I guess New York Union Station doesn't have Amtrak. Does it? It's not showing up. Interesting. Okay. New York. New York. Let's see. New York. Syracuse. Not Syracuse. NYC. Question mark? Do they have any Amtrak stations? Penn Station. Okay. That works. Okay. Go back on a month later. Sure. Find trains. It's thinking about it. Okay. So, if you were if you wanted to go from Union Station in LA to Penn Station in New York, you would have to take multiple trains. It would take 89 hours and 42 minutes, and it would be $596 from Coach as the cheapest one. If you wanted a private room, it would probably go up to 2K. You know what? I'll come here at next stream. I'm so sorry that I am so focused on trains. If you wanted business class, you could get away with 700. Now we gotta check flying. Yeah, what are flight costs? But that's one way. You would have to book it twice, so it would be around like $1,000 for the cheapest. Is it because they're on an island? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. They do? I was on one. I was not seeing New York City Union Station Amtrak. That is a long time. Yeah, that's why these are like generally considered to be vacations. Like, yes, let me just hop on my 70-hour train. American trains are extremely costly, by the way. Yeah, it's because the government defunds the train system in favor of car infrastructure. It's actually really tragic. I really wish the government invested more in Amtrak, because it's what everyone wishes. It's what everyone wishes. Even if you were like, oh, I took the Amtrak and Amtrak was shit. Imagine if the Amtrak was not shit. Imagine if Amtrak was allowed to not be shit. Imagine if you could sit down and be like, wow, I love Amtrak. Amtrak is so convenient. Become like New York City. Become a dirtier and weirder, but only $3. Yeah! I don't think the weirdness is like a cost indicator. Coastal Amtrak was lovely for me. Yeah, I've always had amazing experience with Amtrak. They're so cool. Damned car lobbying. Yeah, we hate cars. We hate cars. I'm so glad I have public transport where I am. It's so good. Here you pay $600 and travel from Moscow to the east 1,000 kilometers and 7 days in a 4-person closed room. That's pretty good. That is pretty good, man. That's pretty comparable. So you could get away with that in America, but you would be in coach. It was arguably same coast for gas than going through Amtrak back then. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you're going short trips, like if you're going from one city to the next, why not just Amtrak? Especially if you're gonna like not need a car when you're in that city, why not just take an Amtrak, man? Why not? Why the fuck not? Bro. But yeah, that concludes my train rant. My rant on train. Are you a boy or a girl? Not as far as I know. That's very cool. Cause I like my car. Okay, Gumi, you can drive me everywhere except I will be panicked the entire time. Gumi, just drive to me and then we'll do stuff, I guess. Oh my god. I don't know if I would want to drive across the country either. I feel like at that point flying is just the best way. Yay, get in. I'm scared for my life. I have never known my mortality until this very moment. But yeah. I'm in this place, right, where like everything I'm working on off stream is like taking up all of my mental energy, and it's like all I get on my PC to work on, right? And so I can't talk about like all of the shit I'm working on because I don't want to spoil you guys. But then I'm like sitting here and I'm like, what do I talk about? My brain is full of this thing. My brain is soup, and the soup ingredients are all of the projects that I cannot talk to you guys about. Man, man, if only I could leak things. If only I could work on things on stream. One of these days, I'm gonna do an event and you guys are just gonna see the full process because I'm gonna be like, fuck it. I'm showing you guys. I'm sitting with you guys as I work on this. Like, Uwu Owo leak the silly things.
Uwu Owo leak the silly things.
Zero, you can see the silly things. What the fuck? What the fuck do you mean leak the silly things? You're in all of the channels to see the silly things. Shaking my head. One of these days though, I will seriously like sit down and like do an event from start to finish just on stream. Cause it eats at me. It eats at me every time I do one, and I have to be like, oh, something's cooking. You don't know what. And then you guys are sitting here just like waiting forever. But what about the rest of the Twigtopian citizens? Think of the people, Twig. But you guys like the surprise. Imagine how awesome it was when V-Parade finally came out and it was better than anything you ever expected that would ever be on my channel. Imagine the thrill that comes from that. Can you smell what Twig is cooking? Yeah, what does... For Gumi and Zero, who see what I'm cooking, what does what I'm cooking smell like? I will say, Zero, you have not seen the silliest thing. None of you guys have seen any of my music, though, Male has. Male knows what's going on with my music, because Male has been such a good help with producing stuff and, like, writing lyrics. It's crazy. But we knew about V-Parade. That doesn't discount how good it was. No, but my audience didn't see anything from V-Parade before. Like, they saw the costumes and that's it. Twig smells like Starburst to me. That is very wrong. You want to know my exact perfume? You want to know exactly what Twig smells like? Immortal Perfumes Lenore from the Dead Riders series. That is my perfume. I also like Dead Riders. So, it can either be Immortal Perfumes Lenore or Immortal Perfumes Dead Riders. I will always promote this person's perfumes. They are a very small business. I love her so much. She is so cool. So yeah, it's not a fancy fragrance at all. And yeah, she's a cancer survivor and she has like this podcast where she would just like describe. She would talk like about books and stuff like that. And most of her books are about like prominent historical figures in art. Most of her scents are that way. And so yeah, always support Immortal Perfumes. Not sponsored, I just really love them. And I've been wearing their perfumes for a really long time. But yeah, I generally wear pretty gender neutral scents. I don't like fruity scents. I kind of smell like twigs. I kind of literally do smell like wood. It's kind of funny. I have maybe heard music, but I don't know what it was. I don't think you have heard music. I don't think you have. I don't think Male would share that. But yeah. I don't wear scents. That's fair. I do because, I don't know. I feel like it's like a nice little confidence booster. I don't like fruity scents personally. Like Christmas tree. Have you ever had like sandalwood or like clove scents? I like sandalwood. I like clove. I like dragon's blood or like amber. All of these are really good scents. They're very like gender neutral. Some of them are sweet. So like Lenore is more on the feminine side for me because it has a very strong like rose, but it's kind of like a spiced musky rose. Whereas Dead Riders it literally smells like books. Like some of the strongest notes are like tobacco and sandalwood and I don't know, it just smells like old books. It's very cool. Male did though. Yeah, Male is the GOAT. I don't go to the smell store enough to know those things. Well, now you know. Now when you do go to the smell store, you can sniff a candle and be like, ah yes, this is similar to what Twig smells like. Also, hello, Eleganto! Elegantigo. I'm gonna call you Elegant. Because you're so elegant! Dragon's Blood is such a cool name. Yeah, Dragon's Blood is normally like an incense smell. Like, a lot of my smells that I like are also incense smells. And it is a type of amber. Actually, it's kind of sweet, but it's also a little bit musky. Twig stream brought to you by neither Amtrak nor Immortal Perfume. Yeah, literally. Perfume makes my head hurt. I can get that. Really, really sickly sweet scents I cannot wear. And I also can't wear my perfumes around my mom because my mom is actually allergic to like sandalwood and pine and like wood scents. And so I can't wear my my scents around them. Do you guys want to know what my deodorant is? I use Old Spice Volcano. Twig is an Old Spice user personally. I never got the reason why anyone would use like female deodorant. It just doesn't work. Like women's deodorant simply does not work. You're telling me you're gonna make me smell like cucumbers until I actually sweat? I think it might just be because I'm a dancer. And so like my deodorant has to work. It literally has to work because I will sweat. And like it was very obvious, like very early that, oh god, female deodorants do not work. I need men's deodorant because what the fuck? What the fuck? I don't know anything about deodorant. Yeah, Gumi, because you have this silly little gene that makes your sweat not smell like anything. I'm jealous. I'm gonna steal your genes. I'm gonna harvest your genes and create stem cell research on myself to implant those DNA into me so that I can become a mutant and never sweat in my life again. You got the name right, but Mana calls me Elegante? Elegante? Interesting. Huh? How is that possible? How is what possible? I think I do smell if I sweat a lot, but I never sweat a lot. See, I'm a dancer! So, I've been jamming to your covers and singing. I really love your deep. It's beautiful as heck. I fuck with it hard. You be good in breakcore mixes. What is breakcore? Also, that means a lot to me actually because I get really weird about my my voice cuz I don't know. I feel like I am not what people expect from VTubers, and a lot of the times it can go like a little bit wrong. A lot of the time, first impression is a little bit jarring, and I know I'm not very, like, idly, despite having a lot of idle activities, but I'm me! I am me! I will not change who I am to appease the masses. I will simply become me, and then the people who vibe with me will vibe with me. Yes, deep voice. Deep voice indeed. It's crazy. I have a tenor range. For those of you who, don't know, I have tenor range. I equate Twig to tennis, which I equate to idol. So Twig is basically idol to me. What? How do you equate to me with tennis? Huh? You equate me to tennis? I have never played tennis in my life. Did you guys ever play like badminton in school? Like in school gym, did you ever play? Because I will say I have the worst hand-eye coordination. Part of the reason I did fencing as my sport was because I just can't. I'm bad at sports with balls. I cannot catch balls. I cannot throw balls. And badminton fucked with me heavy. Like I could not bat the mitten. Twig has 2 viewers that play tennis, and that's enough for me. What about the like 6 lawyers and 8 musicians in my chat? Like I like a few times we played pickleball in school. Oh, pickleball was not a thing when I was in school. Famous athletes are idol adjacent. It's a whole thing. I mean, yeah, I guess that's true. But I think famous athletes don't have the same pressure on them to act a certain way. Pause? No, I'm not pausing. Specifically, tennis players are idols, yeah. Huh? Do tennis players have, like, that... I guess the fan base, yeah. I've heard a little bit from male. But I don't know. They have conventions, meetups, and drama. It's basically idol. They have meetups and drama? Oh my god, I have to ask Mail what the drama is in the tennis space. I love drama that doesn't belong to me. Like, I used to sit down and I would watch videos on, like, yarn drama, right? Your voice could move ghosts and cure war? Huh? I don't think I could move ghosts. I'm not a necromancer. I wish I was a necromancer. If you guys could study any form of magic, like divination, necromancy, telepathy, abjuration, conjuration, what kind of magic would you want to study? I don't think I actually would want to be a necromancer, but if you think about like a mushroom person becoming a necromancer, it would be very cool. I don't know anything about other sports. I can't say anything about them. That's fair. Someone got $113,000 in fines. How do you manage to get $113,000 in fines? From like a tournament? Or what? That includes like most sports too, no? I don't know. I'm not a sports person, so I have no clue. Aside from fencing, which even then I don't keep up with professional fencers, I don't know like jack shit about sports at all. Plant magic would be so cool. Ooh, chronomancy. Oh my god, Gumi, didn't you recently have a D&D collab with Nori? I saw that. I perceived it. I looked at it, shaking my head. I see you in the chronomancer. I didn't know. Mail didn't say, nor did the vid they sent. That's crazy. They're just gonna be like, ah, yeah, this guy has like thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars in fines, and we're not gonna say why. Meat magic. I want to summon steak with portals. You know, it's really interesting. Can I talk about something? I feel like ever since veganism existed, right? Ever since veganism started as like a more mainstream lifestyle, there are people who have become like their whole life is telling people about being vegan. And then there are other people who their whole life has become telling other people to eat meat. And I think both camps are weird. I was watching this video on like, it was like a Reddit reading video or whatever, where they were reacting to like date conversations. And there was this guy who was like, oh yeah, I want to take you out to a restaurant. And then the girl was like, okay, just be mindful that I am vegetarian. And he treated it like it was a red flag and then like tried to start converting her to eating meat. Like, what the fuck? These people exist. What the fuck? Like, how do you meet someone and just do that? The audacity. Oh, they were cursing a lot, wasted time, and it was a general nuisance to humanity as a whole. And so they racked up that many fines for being a nuisance to humanity? That's crazy. Chemomancy, so I can turn things into gold. Have you ever heard of Midas? I will just summon like Iceman and ride a wave of hot dogs in the air. Just ride a wave of hot dogs is insane. Man. Somehow, yes. That's crazy. How are you gonna be so much of a public nuisance that you rack up hundreds of thousands of fines? Like, maybe $100. Maybe. And that's like a stretch. Hundreds of thousands? I fail to believe that that is something that can possibly exist, man. I fail to believe. I don't believe it to be true. I don't think that could be something. Man, I stretch. I wish I could have dance practiced today. My head has been weird recently. I had to end a meeting short last night because I got dizzy, and I guess the dizzy isn't over. I don't know what is the cause of the dizziness. It is not my iron. It is not my blood. It is not anything that they have found. They think it might be something with my sinuses, but I am too poor to go to a specialist, so I just live with the dizzy for a little bit until I pay off some other medical bills. But that is health update. Twig gets dizzy sometimes and needs to chill out. But it's fine. I'm doing better than I was yesterday. Yesterday I literally had to like lay down, and then when I lay down, like my entire fucking body ached. It was really not fun, but yippee! I will say, oh my god, wait, I want to show everyone something. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So, guess what? I will only show my image from this. I will leak something! Exclamation point. Twig is leaking something! Exclamation point. Because, guess what? I got art back. Ahaha! Ahaha! So I will only show my portion. I will only show my portion of this art. Because it would not be fair to the others if I leaked their portion of the art. Right? But I have a cover coming eventually. I don't know when it will exactly come out, but I can leak this silly little thing. Ho 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 ho. Hee hee ha ha. Hee hee ha 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 ha. Oohoo. Ah ha ha ha. Ha ha. Eehee. You take the 1-a-day vitamins? I do generally. I also have like prescribed vitamins in addition. So I take like vitamin D as well. A Fred Flintstone would set you straight. What do you mean a Fred Flintstone? What the fuck do you mean by that? Wow, yeah, I'm excited. The whole art is very pretty. You guys are gonna scream when you see the whole thing. It's just I can't release the whole thing because the cover is going to happen. Hee hee ha ha. It's exciting. It's very exciting. The song is very hard, so I'm trying to learn it. I'm also trying to work on some birthday stuff. Oh, I guess I can also show some birthday stuff. I'm working on my birthday outfit, and I should ask you guys for advice, because I don't know. I do not know if what I have done is too scandalous. Like, should I make the shorts longer? Question mark. Should I? Okay. Let's do it this way. Should I make the shorts longer? Oh whoa. I need you guys' advice. Should I make the shirt long enough to cover the shorts? Or should I make the shorts longer? Or should I just keep it this way? Gumi says no, all caps. What are you guys' thoughts? Because I don't know. A little longer, perhaps? Yeah, maybe. Perhaps, maybe. That's the de-scandalized version. It was more scandalized before. Granted, okay, I will say this is based off of a reference image, okay? This is this is based off of a reference image. I have a very specific style in mind, okay? And originally the shirt was like really long, but then the shirt was like, I don't know, I felt like it looked weird on my model because of her boobs. So it was like, did you lose floss for the prototype? What do you mean floss for the prototype? But like, also I'm an anime girl, right? I have so many outfits where it's just like, oh yeah, I'm in pants. Oh yeah, I'm in like a skirt. Like, I don't have any where I'm in shorts. You can wear another pair of leggings underneath and keep the shorts. I don't know. I was thinking about making like a longer shirt, but I don't know. You could floss with the shorts. Those are not shorts, they are shorts. They are literally shorts. They are shorts. They are booty shorts. Her whole booty is covered. I made sure to I covered the booty. It's just they right up on the thighs, so they look a lot shorter. But I could lengthen them. But I like how long her legs look with them. I don't know. I feel like it only looks scandalized because it's with those boots. I feel like those shorts only look that scandalized because it's with boots and a crop top. Is it? Could definitely shorter. Gumi just wants to see my ass. Gumi wants to see my ass while I shake ass. That's crazy. I feel like it would be more scandalized without the boots. Really? With those boots? With those boots? I don't know. I feel like the boots kind of scandalize it more. Knowing the boots and what the boots look like I feel like the boots scandalize them more, personally. They do kind of look like underwear. But, you know, I don't think they're underwear. But also, I don't know. I like the low cut. And, question is, how much longer should they be? Part of the reason I made them so short, I'm not gonna lie, it is, yes, because of the reference image, but also, because... To be completely honest with you, I did not want to shade longer shorts because of the where the seams are. Because of where the seams are on my model. There are seams and it makes shading shorts a lot harder. Maybe the legs would look longer with a shorter boot. Maybe, but the long boots are kind of part of the thing, right? Because I have boots that look like that, and also the reference image. Okay, let me get the reference image, right? Because you'll understand kind of what I was going for, right? If I can find it. Cause I was looking at... Oh my god, do I still have it? Yes, I do. Okay, I was looking at making the shirt really long, right? I was looking at making the shirt really long, but then the shirt looked really weird on my model. So this is the reference image, right? So the boots do have to be that long, but I don't know how to make the shirt that long without making it look weird in 3D. That's the problem. I have boobs. So the boobs make the long shirt look weird. Cause it's like, is the right thigh just clipping a bit on the model's left though? Yes, it is clipping. That is clipping because of the pose. because of the angle, it looks shorter. The left thigh is more accurate to where they look. I think you look really cool as Cyber Ninja Girl, like a mashup of Taiki from Soul Calibur and Nep from Hyper Neptunia. I don't think I have any cyber outfits. I used to have a cyber outfit. Do I still have that on here? Did I ever put that in here? Yeah, no. I don't think I have a cyber outfit, though I've only done a cyber outfit once in my life. I have made like a cyber cat girl. Also, let's not forget that I have this, okay? It wouldn't be the most scandalized thing I've ever done. Let us never forget that Twig has this model. This is a model that has existed since before. Wow, that chick. Like, let's not think that Twig is completely, you know. But I don't know. I really do like the long shirt, but it's so I need to, like, okay. You guys want to see what I had before the crop top? I had let me wolf whistle. Only you are allowed to do that, by the way, Gumi. You are the only one allowed to catcall me in my chat. Okay, where is what it looked like before the thing, aha. Okay, let me crop this so that you don't get to see more, but this is what it looked like before I did the cropped shirt. And I feel like that looks weird. I feel like it moved weird. I feel like it looks weird. The boobs made the silhouette weird. Maybe I could take my boobs off, but even then it's like, why would I take my boobs off? You know? I got boobs. I want to have boobs. I don't want to be completely flat on my birthday, you know? I'm not Gumi. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Gumi. I know. It's fine. I have enough for the both of us. It's okay. I got you, baby girl. But yeah, that's my predicament right now. I love the delay. The delay is so funny. Oh god. If you guys wanted to see a Twig model, though, what kind of Twig model would you want? I know in the past we've talked about like maid outfit Twig. That was almost in existence. Maid outfit almost happened. But then you guys voted for this one. This one. Aha! You guys voted to have this one. And I think it turned out really well. This model is very cool. I do need to turn off the arrows. God. Let me exist, please. Also, that's a nice posture check that I just had. But yeah. Like a punk skater Twig with vibrant colors? Yeah, we don't really have any vibrant color Twigs. I think vibrant is kind of hard because Twig's palette generally is kind of muted. Like if you look at my background and you look at my hair and the color of my eyes, they're actually not very vibrant. So yeah. By the way, breakcore is a type of music that uses amen breaks and rapid drums. Think nightcore, but the voices are drums in terms of energy. Interesting. Put spray paint on the hair. There's the one with like pastel blue. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's not what I think of when I think of vibrant. Like these colors are still muted. There's a lot of colors, but they're still very muted because Twig is just very muted. Twig's colors are very muted, so it's kind of hard a little bit. Yeah. Let's see. I guess this would be the most vibrant of the outfits. Though, do you guys want this asset, this jacket asset? Because it is kind of interesting. It would be interesting to do it as merch one day. But I don't know how I would approach that. Like, this is a very specific type of clothing, and I don't know how I would approach having something like this as a merch item. It would be a little bit more complicated. Yeah. But I could release the asset. I know Zero has a version of this, where it's on his model. And so does, like, Aura. Aura, rah, rah, rah. Happy. Oh, Kyra, do you want a version of your model with this? I guess I have to release the asset now if Kyra wants it, you know. Oh yeah! When does this happen? Give me a second. Where does? Oh yeah, did you guys know that I'm in a Uma Musume tournament tonight? Did I ever tell you guys that? Yeah, so remember the last one I was in? That was a little that was a little unique, you know. This one I am in a tournament with, yes, Relly is in this tournament. I'm going to suck so bad at it. But it is tonight at 10 p.m. We're probably gonna raid into the tournament after this stream, most likely. It'll be another one where it's like it's very early. Sorry, my brain is not working. Kyra, my joy. What? Oh, I guess Elegant knows Kyra? Well, probably because modding for Mono, right? Kyra is a Twitch mod for me, but Relly has lab-grown Umas. Yeah, I am very much more chill about my Umas. Except for the fact that all of my horses are a little bit evil in this tournament, but I'm probably not gonna get very far. But it is exciting. I really like Uma Musume. I'm glad that Jonkin lets me participate. Also, kimono twig with a lot of colors. I don't have a kimono model, but we do have that art that's coming out. I will say it was a lot easier to do more colors with my old model. Like if I pull up my old model, she's a lot more colorful. She's a lot less muted. So I think it is a lot easier for her to have a lot more colors. Especially because of the style, right? Like, she's very cell shaded. She's not as soft as Twig now is. Old model jump scare. Oh, you want the really old model? The one that I did with a mouse? Oh, that's sweaterless. There we go. Yeah, this was before I had a drawing tablet. Ahahaha! It's really interesting to see. I feel like her face has changed a lot. I also feel like, weirdly enough, this model is a lot more expressive than my current one. But maybe it's just because of how, like, pronounced the eyes are. Like, if you look at the eyes, right? They're very cartoon. This model is very toony. Just generally. The shading on it is very toony. It's interesting. I get more jump scares with drawing tablet. I think that It's the eyes that scare me. Really? What about twiggling? Does twiggling scare you guys? It's twiggling. Whoa. It was really funny that they made their skin after me. That was very funny. Old model lore. Yeah, I mean, it's not unknown lore. I talked about that in the debut stream of that model, but obviously, for obvious reasons, I don't encourage anyone to go watch the old debut. Oh no, skinwalking. I find the twiggling model really cute. I wanted them to look younger because they are younger. They're younger than me. So I made them look younger than me. But they did choose out like their hair. They were like, can you make my hair red? And I was like, sure. And I was like, what kind of hair do you want? And they were like, make it like medium length. And I was like, okay. Uma tournament in 1.5 hours. Yeah! I'm gonna raid before the tournament happens. Cause I do need to be off stream by a certain time tonight. Also, I don't think I need to set up emotions for this model. This model's emotions don't work, unfortunately. Meow, 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 meow. This is a model we don't use this often. I use this version of this model more often, but we don't use the ponytail version very often. Me jump scare. Yeah. Ooh, I don't think I knew half ponytail. Yeah, it's a half ponytail on the twiggling. Oh wait, you know what? I can actually demonstrate the birthday model right now. I can be like, aha, this is the test model. Give me a second. Let me move it into the thing. Go to my commissions folder. And then test 1, 2, 3. Let's fucking go. Okay, so for the test models, if I scroll down, where is test? Oh god, they're not named test. Okay. Okay. So this was the whole under, right? And I was like, wow, that is way too much. And so I added the shirt. And I feel like this looks weird. So I stopped this. I was like, no. This is weird. And so I made it a crop top. And I added the glasses I wanted. And this is where we're at currently. Which I like the glasses, but I don't know. I feel like I feel like this is probably the best. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like it's the closest to what I wanted, but I feel like when she starts walking around and when there's motion to it, it just looks strange, you know? Dungeon Secretary Twig! I don't know, man! I feel like it's the sleeves that get me, but now that I'm using it as like a model, I don't know. It gives librarian who wandered into a club vibe. That's crazy. Let me recalibrate and see if she stands up normally, because that's part of the problem here. Calibrate. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so you can see this kind of looks a little bit weird, right? Like I'm not alone in that, right? Like the final one will have glasses. This is true. But This one does look weird. I feel like the sleeves are too big. Am I wrong for that? And there's no way to make the sleeves smaller. And then, like, when I turn to the side, the boobs throw off the synergy. I don't know! What do you guys think? Do you think it looks weird? Because if it doesn't look weird, I could continue with this design. But, like, I don't know. It does look top heavy, yeah. But, like, imagine it with the glasses and with the boots, right? Because the boots would be rendered. A moment for the boots. Ayo. Yeah, they sit awkwardly. Okay, I'm not alone. But the crop top is better. But I don't... Maybe crop the creamsicle shirt. But then you get the shorts! And the shorts are this short! Under the thing! Do you have the Kyra experiment up there? I don't. I don't have the Kyra experiment exported. Welcome to Citizen. Well, thank you for Citizen. Oh my god, 21 months. I'm getting old. I'm getting so old. Everyone's been subscribed to me for so fucking long. The shirt sits weird on top, but other than that, maybe I could extend this version of the shirt. I don't know what I used for this. Oh, I know what I used. Oh, it wouldn't work for that though. See, I feel like this is just weird. Like, it just feels weird. Maybe I should mess with Vroid clothing again to see what's happening again. I mean, if you wanted to, sure. I don't know how to make this, like, look interesting. I don't know. Because right now I feel like the shirt just looks weird. I feel like the shirt looks weird. But with the boots, I don't know how it'll look. I don't know. But also when I'm moving in it, I feel like it looks a little bit better. But the reference, the reference, give me the reference again. Give me that reference again. We're in a heated talk about Twig design. This is one of the things that I can actually, like, sit down and leak with you guys because it's my own goddamn birthday. Okay. So, like, against the reference, right? I feel like the shirt is much more slouchy and not so structured. And that's my problem with it. I feel like making the shirt a little bit shorter to see the shorts would be more interesting if you can do that. I could do that. It probably would make more sense if it wasn't just a texture. I don't know if it works as just a print. What do you mean, just a print? Oh, like a print pattern, I guess. Patterns are a little bit hard. Hello, all the best and have a great day. Thank you, Ruka. Thank you. Also, I don't know how to shade this. Like, you can see I've shaded it a little bit. But, like, when it comes to shading the boobs, I don't know. And, like, I feel like the shorts could come down to where the garter is, though. And that would save our problems with the cropped version. There's so much here. The ref model shirt is definitely bigger. Yeah, that's my thought. But it's also less structured, so it, like, hangs differently. It's... I think the shirt needs longer and boxy sleeves, like J-Fashion. Okay. I mean, if you made the actual laces, but that requires custom work. Yeah, that's the thing. Plus, like, this was kind of a mock-up of a shirt design. I wasn't, like, fully final on it. Though, peep the hair. The hair's kind of crazy. Rocker Twig existing. Whoa! But yeah, this is another example of, like, Twig can't really do like, you know. Twig is bald under that hair. Yeah, under the hair, maybe. I think the shirt needs longer sleeves. I don't know, we'll see. I do think this is kind of unique. If I took the shorts down, maybe it could work. Like, maybe this could work. I think also them being like this short, like waisted, this low waisted is a little bit, I don't know. That's unironically my hair. Oh my god. I'm co-opting Roland's hair. Ha ha ha! The hair with so many layers. It does. It does. Never show this as a reference image to your hairstylist because they will cry. I've seen some miracle workers do a ton with textures only, yeah. Having it be just a texture be fine. Laces don't protrude so much that it being a texture becomes a huge issue. Yeah, like, this is a texture, right? You can texture a lot. This doesn't even have like a matte cap on it to make it shiny. It's just textured that way. What if I just become a boots YouTuber? What if this is just the stream? Like, I express myself through squats. I feel like that could be fun. I have a lot of hair. Well, weh. There's a lot of problems with this version of the model that I need to fix. We need so much tessellation that it is like those mid-20s benchmarks. What do you mean by tessellation? Like triangles? Like addition of triangles? Or what? So I sometimes want those boots IRL. I have these boots IRL! Don't second guess and just do it. Mistakes lead to beautiful art. Again, love your voice.
Don't second guess, just do it. Mistakes lead to beautiful art. Again, love your voice.
I appreciate you. Thank you for the $5. I die a little bit. Wow. I also forgot that I added text-to-speech to Super Chats. That used to only be available for members. Did you know that? It's very silly. Let me see something. Did I meet payout? Oh, I think I just met payout. That Bro, that $5 saved me. I can get paid from YouTube this month. That's so cool. You're so nice for that. I really do appreciate it. Unsub/unmember/unmod. What do you mean? But I can't walk in heels? Oh my god, I'll teach you. I'll teach you, Gumi. Twig does a handcam stream, but it's literally just her legs, and she literally just teaches Gumi how to walk in heels. Ba, 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 ba. Drinks are on Twig? No. I have commissions and projects to pay for. No, I'm not. I can't do that, bro. Though I will say, I am blessed to have, like, certain programs that I'm a part of. I will have an announcement probably next month, or this month. Oh my god, this month! Oh my god! Because it's almost September, so it's practically this month, right? So yeah, I will have an announcement that talks to you guys a little bit about some of the stuff happening behind the scenes. There's so much. There's so many projects, bro. There's too many. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. I feel so bad. I feel so bad because I'm constantly tired and I'm like kind of out of it and my brain doesn't work, and today I was late to stream, but like I promise you it will be worth it. Oh, look, it's the actual Twig boots. It's the normal Twig boots. How many Twig outfits have boots like this? A lot, probably. I have so many outfits with these boots. It's kind of a problem. I'm addicted. Twig bought the CEO brand for like $5 and is using it to start a new VTuber group. Imagine if I started a 3D idol group. Whoa. Whoa, I totally don't think about that on like a weekly basis, but then like talk myself down from it because I do not have the time. Relatable, but you do 10 times more than me. I mean, I feel like that's relative though, because Gumi, you have like a full-time job. And you have like overtime that you do. It's a lot. I'm only able to do this much because I am indeed unemployed. I am like Mana in that sense of being unemployed. Addicted to being even every. No, it's not even being the taller. It's just I feel like boots are so nice because they break up the design, you know? It's you got the ahoge, which is one level, and then you got the top of my head, and then you got my bangs, and then you got my eyes, and then my mouth, and then the ends of my hair, and then you got my neckline, and the shoulder, and then the waist, and all of that, and the boots just add another, like, really big gap with lots of small ones. It's nice. It's nice. It's really nice. Yearns to bonk forehead on doorways. I actually do not enjoy that aspect of being tall. Boots are good. Boots are really good. I prefer using socks because then you can make one sock lower than the other for some asymmetry. What if I told you that some of my boots are that way? What if I showed you this abomination? Ah, yes, cosplayers beware. Honestly, I would die if anyone cosplayed me. But, yes, cosplayers! Aha, you wish to exist with the boots. With the My fashion is JoJo-esque. I will take that as a compliment because JoJo works with a lot of high-end designers. I don't use this outfit very often. I should use this outfit more often. I feel like it's too formal for streaming though. Like I have to feel like an office lady to use this outfit, you know? Those are boots, yes. They connect to the shoes, Rylan. Swap one of the boots for a croc. I should make a Crocs model. I should make a pajamas model where they use Crocs. That wouldn't even be hard to cosplay. I feel like it would be though. Cause there's a lot of like small things. So like, this is patterned. Back here is patterned. The nails go through the gloves. Like, I don't know how you're gonna make that with the hands. The boots and the pants are shiny. And the boots are different lengths. Where the fuck does this garter attach? We will never know. You would have to make custom gloves for this, and the gloves are different lengths. The fucking bows on the side, and even the transparent fabric is patterned. I don't know if you can see that, but it is patterned. You would have like a corset to do, and the corset has like unique little details. You know, the shirt has jewelry. You would have to make the choker and this like cape thing. You would have to make the earrings and the glasses. It would be a lot. Plus the custom hairpin things. Wow. That outfit makes me feel like you're gonna point at me and say objection at any moment. Wait, I can do that. I can make your dreams real. I can make your dreams real. Give me one moment. The singular moment. Where the fuck is it? Where are you? Ahahaha. Aha, don't let your dreams be memes. Where is it? Hello? Fucking, where, what? Where is it? I feel like I should use this pose when I'm... I am so fancy. I'm the epitome of class. I almost said epitome. I am the epitome of class. Killing cockroaches. How about you, me? No, the cockroaches, the eternal cockroaches. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. She looks like a fancy horse rider. That's an interesting. That's an interesting equation. I feel like this might be easier. Well, actually no, because the sleeves are patterned. How are you gonna do the sleeves? Plus the skirt is weird. So you have this panel on the skirt, and then you ruche, and then you have this right here. This might actually be harder to cosplay than the other one because it's all tailored. You're the metronome of class. Yes, I am the metronome of class. I tell you what time it is. In fact, it is 8:45. I should probably start looking for someone to raid, possibly. Has Twig simply considered simply ignoring the details? I mean, if you wanted to cosplay, I wouldn't be mad if you ignored the details. I know my designs are really, really horrendously fucking... really horrendously detailed. Like, especially my main outfit. I don't know how anyone would cosplay my main outfit. I am so sorry for this abomination. How the fuck does the sweater work? No one knows. Not even I. I did it purely from a design standpoint. We don't know. We do not know the mechanics of the Twig sweater. We just know that it exists. But, that outfit is nice, works with the eyes, kind of like a mean girl in a manhwa. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know how Rollin thinks my eyes are that scary. I don't think these eyes are scary. Are my eyes scary to you? Are they? Ehe. Aha. Welcome to Twig Vtuber channel. I don't think my eyes are that scary. Only the tablet eyes are scary. What do you mean the tablet eyes? These are done with a tablet. Do you mean the mouse eyes? Because the other ones are done with mouse. Your 3.0 eyes are just annoying to color match. Oh yeah, because there's a lot of colors in that, yeah. The 2.0 tablet eyes. 2.0 tablet eyes? Did I have a base model in between? Are you talking about like this model? Are these models' eyes scary? Hello? Are these the ones you're referencing? I'm not sure. These? Oh yeah, these were done with a mouse. This was done before I had a tablet. This base model was done with a mouse. I don't think these are that scary. I can see how you would think that they are, but... Terrifying! How are they terrifying? I will say the current ones are much closer to a orange than a yellow. They were originally very yellow, and the first model I had was also very yellow. But, yeah. I'm gonna figure out... This is the mouse size shifting model. The mouse size shift. Oh yeah, because her mouth used to get very wide. But yes, it was nice talking to you guys. Reminder that on Sundays, I have a Idle Talk podcast where I wake up early in the morning and I rant to you guys about idols. And we are going to talk about Dotted Emerald Dream next podcast, which is a male idol agency that has a lot of really influential groups. So I hope you guys can come and eat breakfast with me. It's gonna be really exciting. And after that, I don't know what my stream on Monday is gonna be, but I always stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Wednesday stream is always a Twitch stream. We do have a goal over there right now for channel points. If we get to a certain amount, you all will get a Twitch exclusive maid outfit Twig. Okay? Twig, tweaked exclusive maid outfit Twig model. Yes, indeed. But other than that, I greatly appreciate you guys. I gotta set up the raid. If those of you who are new here, first of all, welcome and thank you for coming to this stream. I really enjoy it. Can you link the Twitch? It is twitch.tv/twigvt. It is the same as my YouTube channel, so it makes it very easy. Yeah, thank you all for coming. My raid messages always get twigged no matter where we are or what we're doing. Please enjoy the tournament. We're gonna raid into the tournament even though we're pretty early. But I do have to end this stream before 9 p.m. So we are going to end this stream. Oh my god! Thank you for joining Homeowner. Make sure, this is a really good thing to say. If you have a membership that is Homeowner, please make sure to check the membership tab. If you're over 18, you can join our Discord server, and it is a lot of fun times in there. We do like movie nights and stuff for certain levels, but yeah. I will see you guys next week. Oh wait, I do know what the next stream is gonna be on YouTube. Guys, you guys want to make sure to tune in on Monday because I'm playing Baldur's Gate with my mods. I'm making them play Baldur's Gate with me, and so that's gonna be a lot of fun. Anyways, I will see you all later. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have a good Saturday, and I will see you on Sunday. Bye-bye!